week, okay? Coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
Troubles in the air. So
Let's go, boy.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're getting close to kickoff, and this is the man they'll turn to lead the rushing attack in this one. Will he be able to do the kind of damage on the ground they need? We'll find out. It's the Seahawks going up against the Saints. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile...
Alright, let's get this, boy.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Get this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Wow.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of 1, 10-zip our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get us.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Holding
offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And on the ground here.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, so much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And quickly they get to the line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Anthony. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Will set up end zone territory at the 13-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the
offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Craig Robertson, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is complete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints... Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
In the slot on the right is Graham. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, the rookie from Louisville, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give them 18 on that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Graham slotted out to the left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you...
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline...
And finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they may be coming into this game off a loss last week, but this fella didn't have anything to hang his head about. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns in that one, and he wouldn't mind adding a few more in this game. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On second down, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A big 30-yard play on third. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. They go read option with Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So second and goal here from the 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Now Wilson on second down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body bros guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinters.
And he's across the chalk into the fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. In the slot on the right is Graham. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. Well, looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this had...
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their pass.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. One score down. Here we go. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a... Charles, this is not an easy play.
sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. I wanna steal the show in Tokyo. I wanna karaoke, bump it a little bit louder. A little bit louder. Hey, I wanna sing along with Elton John in a white limousine rolling right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. Right here, right now. I need you right here, right now. Oh, I need you right here, right now. Yeah, I need you right here, right now. Oh, I wanna scream your name, wanna make you smile. Let's be runaways, leave it all behind. Will you take that train? Will you catch that flight? If you're on that plane, we'll be taking off tonight. The money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. Right here, right now. I need you right here, right now. Oh, I need you right here, right now. Yeah, I need you right here, right Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the freak of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The game just about set to kick off, and a chance for them to right the ship after their loss last week. This guy chipped in with one touchdown on the ground, but it wasn't enough for them. It's the Seahawks going up against the Patriots. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Frank McCott and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL.